In March 2020, Ofcom published new guidance to broadcasters relating to content about coronavirus. Ofcom threatened that any breach relating to harmful coronavirus content would be dealt with by regulatory action. The idea that inaccurate information could be harmful has long been true of broadcasting, but in the world of online, it's a relatively new concept. Let's not forget that internet freedom was initially welcomed as the new dawn of people power and progress. Gradually, though, complaints about online porn, grooming, Islamic terror have grown. But misleading and inaccurate information wasn't considered an actual harm and that needed regulation until very recently. Everything changed in 2016 when Donald Trump was elected and Leave won the EU referendum. In July 2018, the summary of a House of Commons report of the Digital, Culture, Media and Sport Committee asserted that fake news was putting our democracy in peril and must be stopped. In April 2019, a government white paper on online harms came to the same conclusion. It was never made law, but under lockdown it has become de facto the law by virtue of elite groupthink. Ofcom kicked off the carnival of censorship in May when it sanctioned ITV for debating 5G conspiracy theories on air. Big tech soon joined in. By August, Facebook had already removed 7 million posts for spreading harmful information about COVID and relabeled another 98 million posts as false. As early as April, the Google-owned service YouTube banned any material it deemed medically unsubstantiated or anything that contradicted advice from the World Health Organization. In October, Google took down the Great Barrington Declaration, making it unsearchable on their browser. The Great Barrington Declaration is an anti-lockdown proposal suggesting an alternative public policy to preventing the spread of COVID. Called Focus Protection, it proposes protection for the elderly and high risk and freedom for the vast majority of us not at risk. But this was deemed by Google to be too harmful an idea to sit on any of their platforms or even appear in their searches. What used to be called political debate or opposition to government policy has been redefined as harmful misinformation. COVID is a new virus about which we know very little, but we're not allowed to question or debate what we are told. Not only is this the opposite of the scientific method of inquiry, it also bodes ill for our democracy, because if we are not allowed to choose, be that wisely or unwisely, democracy is meaningless. Of course, there are risks in life, including the COVID-19 pandemic. But as human beings, there is a dignity attached to those risks. We evaluate, we choose, we make mistakes, and we learn from experience. This process is what transforms us from lumps of flesh into thinking, moral beings. Without this process, we are degraded and dehumanized. In the name of protecting our health and saving democracy, the establishment are doing the very opposite of their claims, imperiling our health and killing real democracy.